snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hi guys, so I am here today and I'm with two of my best friends, Mercedes from Mercy's Bookish Musings and Lauren, who is one of my best friends. And we went book shopping yesterday with the lovely Eleanor, whose channel I will link down below. Go and check her out, she's lovely and we all had a great time with her. Definitely go and check her video out, I'm sure she will be doing a haul as well. Yeah. But we got lots of books whilst we were there, so we're just going to show you guys what we picked up. Mercedes has a lot more than us, so she'll have to do a few at a time, but let's get started.
Okay, shall I do the ones I bought first?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we went in, it was an Oxfam shop, wasn't it? And Eleanor was very helpful and she just kept pointing out books that she knew I'd like and I was like, thanks. And I just kept taking them all. So Eleanor found The Monsters of Templeton by Lauren Groff. She's the one who wrote Fate and Furies that everyone's talking about? I'm pretty sure she is. I've put that on my Christmas wish list, so I'm hoping to get that, but I've wanted this for a while. And I think it's like a historical thing to do with this couple that are professors, but also they find like almost like the Loch Ness Monster. So there's a little bit of a weird, fantastical element.
I love the cover as well.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. It's published by Windmill Books. So I got that and that was £3, I think.
Gorgeous.
And then I'll show you the other one Eleanor found for me. Eleanor picked this up and went, I hated this book. And I was like, oh, I wanted that for 2 years. We discovered yesterday that Eleanor and I pretty much
opposites.
have totally opposites, which is quite funny. And this is the exact edition I wanted it in. It's a little bit grubby. It's Tampa by Alyssa Nutting. And it's about a female teacher who has a relationship with her student. I think it's a little bit like Lily Teresque and I think it's quite grotesque. But I've read her short story collection and really enjoyed it, so I got this one too.
Okay, so one of the books that I picked up, don't know an awful lot about this, but it's called Mona and it's by Dan Schellberg? Schellberg? I'm not sure how you say that. Possibly. It's translated, I know that much.
Oh, okay.
And this one sounds like it's kind of a sci-fi computer hacking science fiction. It's sort of crossed with crime, so don't read an awful lot of crime stuff, but I think this is translated.
What's it translated from?
Stockholm, so Swedish, presumably.
Oh, okay.
And I quite enjoy Swedish crime.
Yeah, no,
so it
I
seems
agree.
to be something that is really
they do it well, I think.
good over there.
Yeah.
So I'm quite looking forward to this one, but I found this in Scoop Books, and so it's only £4.50, which isn't too bad. It's like a really nice cover.
Yeah, I was going to say, that is super nice.
So I was mainly attracted by the cover.
Yeah, I was going to say,
and then I read it and was like, yeah, that sounds like a good one, so I got that one.
That's the one I want to borrow off of you.
Okay.
So I got The Relic Guild by Edward Cox, and I got this in Foyle's Books, and I keep seeing it in a few places, and I think I saw it like quite often during the day. I was like, do I, don't I? And I decided to, because it's pretty and there's magic. So why not?
That's all you need, really.
All you need. I think Eleanor said she has it actually. She was just like, oh, I picked that up, I haven't read it yet.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, useless.
I know.
It's alright, I wouldn't have heard of any of the ones you've got.
And then found these two in Oxfam as well.
That's a nice cover
Yeah,
too.
it is. This is The Girl Who Couldn't Read by John Harding. I've read Florence and Giles, and I think they're like sort of a loosely linked duology, but you can read this separately. I've wanted this one for a while because I really like Florence and Giles, but online I kept finding it in the paperback edition, whereas obviously this is beautiful. So got it in this edition. I don't know how. £3. That's super good.
That's really good.
Yeah. And that is sort of like a gothic story based around children, and it's set in like maybe the 1900s. And then I found this one. This is actually an art copy. This is Welcome to Bragsbill by T. Joanna May Johnson. This is one I've wanted for a while, but it's not been released in the UK yet, and it's released in January, so I had it on my pre-order list. But I really like this art copy. I think it's a really nice copy. Cover. And I thought, well, if I can get it for like, I don't know what it was, £2 or £3, rather than like £12 it was going to be a paperback. Oh, wow. And the reason this is on my list is because it sounds really good, but Karen Russell blurbed it and said that she loved it and she's one of my favourite authors, so I picked that one up.
Pretty good. Okay, the next one I got is this one, Stephen Baxter, Evolution, a novel. I've heard good things about Stephen Baxter, never picked anything up by him, and I needed to get another book so I could like make up £5 so I could pay on card and get my student discount because, you know. So I picked this one up because of that. So I don't know an awful lot about it, but it sounds fairly interesting anyway. It's kind of like Darwinian and DNA all in one. So it's quite a chunky one as well.
Yeah.
But I like chunky books, so looking forward to this though. I've heard good things about him.
The next one I got was
I didn't even see you pick that
Wings
up.
of Calico by Bradley. Is that Bulu?
Yeah,
Bullies.
that sounds about right.
Bulio.
Bulio. Yeah.
Okay, so I picked this up in Forbidden Planet.
I honestly didn't see. I want that book.
No,
I
it's
really
good.
want that book.
It's
And I really like the cover
really,
as
really
well.
pretty.
Yeah.
And then it sort of like has a little map on the back for the blurb, and I was like, oh, this is so cute.
Yeah.
And then,
Outraged.
yeah, read it, and it's just like flying ships and
Is it a standalone or
wars
is it
and stuff.
part of a...
No, it's a trilogy.
Yeah.
Aren't they all?
Yeah. Well, 12 Kings is by him.
Yeah, I
And
thought it was
that's his second trilogy, so this is the first trilogy. So
Oh,
I really
okay.
want to read this. So I'm
Yeah.
planning. I'll be buying that next year. So then I'll be reading it, and you can join me.
But yeah, so that was my next one.
I wish you told me that because I'd have got it too. I didn't even know it was in there. Obviously, I wasn't looking very well.
Too easy, comics probably.
We went to a little bookshop which is called Quinto Bookshop. It's where Lauren and I have been before, and it's kind of by Leicester Square. And I got these two books. The first one is The Iron Tree, and the second one is The Lady of Sorrows, and they're by Cecilia Dart Thornton. Never heard of her, but I like to pick up older fantasy every now and then and hope that it's good. That's how I discovered J.V. Jones, just going out on a limb. So it sounds really like a sort of stereotypical coming-of-age story, fantasy, adventure.
Is it a boy?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is
a
it?
boy Jared. So
Brilliant.
basically everything in the world goes to shit and he has to do something
Save
about
the
it and
world.
travel around, so... But it sounds good.
Yeah,
so.
and they're quite nice covers for like old fantasy, I think.
Yes.
They're like forgivable, I think.
Yeah, I don't really like this guy on his horse that much, but this
Yeah.
one I like.
Yeah.
So. That's that.
The last one I got in Oxfam was a signed copy, actually, of Things Gone Astray by Janina Matthewson. Now, this is sort of like a linked short story collection, so like
Right.
everyone's lost something in the stories, and it could be like literally or like figuratively, I think. And it was one I was intrigued by, but then I was worried because it said for people who like Andrew Kaufman, and I read one of his books and really didn't like it. So I'm concerned, but then I know sometimes people put for people who like, and then they're nothing like it, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping I do like it. It's got a really nice cover, so, you know, and it wasn't that expensive, so I got that. And then in Scoob Books, Eleanor found The Sparrow by Mary Doria Russell for me. I've wanted this for about 2 years since I saw Andy from Estella's Revenge do a review on it. It sounds really good. It sounds really similar to Michelle Faber's book, The Book of Strange New Things, but I think this came out before that. But I think this one's more science fiction based, and it's more based on the technology of them getting there.
I think
Stuff
I will
like
pick
that.
it up.
Yeah,
at some
and
point.
this is the cover I really wanted. Online, it's a different cover, and I really like this one, so I was really pleased to find it. It's like brand new condition, and I think Scoob are a bit more expensive, aren't they?
Yeah.
So this was like £5, but it is in like brand new condition, and it would have cost me like £12 online to get this, I think. So
Pretty decent.
yeah, so there's that.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
So then Eleanor very kindly bought me a few books, brought along with her because she didn't want them anymore. So the first one of those is this one. It is 7 Brief Lessons on Physics by Carlo Rovelli. And I've seen people hauling this, and I've seen people like saying it's good, but all I know about it is what the title says. So I don't know any more than that. And I like the cover of the book. I think it's really pretty.
Yeah.
I saw Jen had it. Pretty much it. That's all I know about it. All I know is it's really, really
it's just
short,
a nice
really
little.
cute.
I think it's just a.
Apparently it's quite readable. Eleanor was saying that you don't have to be like a physicist to understand it,
Yeah.
so I'm quite happy about
Yeah.
that. But yeah, it's really cute and happy that I've got it.
Yeah.
Didn't have to pay anything for it. Excellent. Best way.
City at the End of Time by Greg Bear. I picked this up, it's sort of like dreams, and it's just quite interesting, really. I can't really tell much
Sci-fi,
about
or is it?
It's a sci-fi.
It's sci-fi,
Sci-fi,
yeah. And it's basically like their inside dreams from what I can tell, but I don't know that much more about it apart from reading the back of the book. But it's a multiple Hugo and Nebula award-winning author, so
That's why I was like, pick it up.
could be
Yeah.
quite good.
Should be good.
So yeah, so that's my next one. Got that for a good price.
There you go, to let me know how that is.
£3.50,
Yeah, pretty good.
which was really good.
The other one in Scoob I picked up is The Monster's Wife by Kate Horsley. So I saw the title on the spine and I was like, monster, I pulled it out, and then there's a comment on the front by Sarah Maitland, and she's the lady who wrote Gossip from the Forest, which is like a non-fiction book about fairy tales in forest, and she's also done loads of short story collections about fairy tales. So I was like, this must be good. And then I read the back, and it's a retelling of Frankenstein, which I've never heard of. Well, I've heard of Frankenstein, I've not heard of this one.
Okay.
But I haven't read Frankenstein, so I was umming and ahhing getting it, because I was like, I haven't actually read Frankenstein, but then I know I will at some point, and this sounds really good, and it's one of those ones that I bet if I looked online it would be quite difficult to find, so
Yeah.
I picked it up, and it's really pretty, and it's got all little
It's a really interesting cover on the
little
front. Isn't it? I like
sea themed things on the back. So
beautiful.
yeah, so that's cool.
Eleanor was super lovely, and she got us a few presents for Christmas. So she got Mercedes and I both the same book, and it's called The Futuristic Violence and Fancy Suits by David Wong, who I have heard of, the author, but I've never read anything by him.
No.
So I think we're all going to do a buddy read.
Yeah,
this,
Eleanor's
which
got
will
it
be
as well,
lovely.
hasn't she? So we can,
Yes.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't know a lot about it other than it says
sounds.
all sorts of exciting
Yeah.
things on the back.
It sounds like it's got stuff to do with superheroes.
Villains, superheroes, cats,
Oh wow.
trailer parks. It sounds a bit batty, but I like the sound of it, and I've heard he's a good.
Yeah,
author,
and it's the sort of thing I wouldn't have picked up myself, so I think it'll be fun to do it as a buddy read. And
yeah, should be a great.
I like the bright couple.
So thanks,
Yeah.
Eleanor.
Thank you.
So I went into Forbidden Planet and I picked up volume 1 of Lady Mechanica. So I know that you'd been reading them and we have pretty much the same tastes, but I decided to wait for the whole volume to come out rather than picking up different issues. And so, yeah, got this.
I also got Lady Mechanica. I was a bit dubious because I'm always really worried about comics, so I don't usually spend £15 on them. But you can't find it online cheaper, like I have looked, and you just can't find it online. So I was like, either I get it today and pay £15 for it, or I don't get it. So I've taken the risk, and if I don't like it, then
So my
it's your fault.
I'm showing you some of the art, and you really like the art.
Yeah,
so.
I really like that. And for me, a big thing is the art.
Yeah.
So
I think you'll like the story as well.
So I'm hoping that I enjoy it. So yeah, and if not, I'm sure I can sell it for loads of money. So
Exactly. So another one that Eleanor gave me because she was getting rid of, so I honestly don't know anything about this. It's called Invisible Republic Volume 1, published by Image, and it's by Gabrielle Hardman. All it says on the back is a secret journal, a disgraced reporter, a fallen regime, and a woman erased from history, which sounds promising. I know that Eleanor thought it was just kind of okay, and she didn't really know that much about it. No, I've never heard of it, so I'm interested to give it a go, and I will let you know.
I think Eleanor reviewed it the other day, didn't she? And I think she said it was like too many worlds.
It was a little bit out there or
Yeah.
something, so she couldn't quite get her head around it.
I think
which kind of makes sense. A lot of sci-fi is a bit weird.
Yeah,
so,
I think a lot of first volumes are normally quite
yeah.
confusing.
Okay, so got this one.
I also picked up Porcelain, a Gothic fairy tale. This is another one Caitlin recommended, and again, this is another one that I've looked for online. Can't find it any cheaper, and this was only £12.99, which is pretty good because it's like a
independent one.
Yeah, and it's like got a proper spine and stuff.
Yeah, it's good quality.
Yeah, it's good quality. And it sounds like the sort of thing I really enjoy, and I really like the artwork. And Volume 2 is already out, so if I enjoy it, then I can go straight on.
I've read the first volume, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Volume 2 was out.
came
Yeah, it was
in
in
November,
Gosh
so
Comics yesterday, so...
Oh,
there's only one. Eleanor stole it before you got it.
I should have to go and find the second volume.
So I'm super excited about this one. And I'm just glad I picked up a couple
one.
of comics because I haven't read comics in ages, so... Yes.
Yay! So I then picked up a few single issues, the first of them being Toil and Trouble issue number 4, which is by Marguerite Scott. I've been reading this on Comixology. I picked up the first one in physical, and then I've read the other two that have come out on Comixology because I couldn't find them in my local comic shop. But I found this in Forbidden Planet, so I thought I might as well pick it up because I do really, really like the artwork in it.
No, the art's really nice.
It's really nice. It's very colourful, which is always nice. But I really like the style, so I thought I might as well get it, and I really loved the third one in the series. Like, the second one was a bit, the first and the third have been really good, so I'm quite excited to see how this one is. And it's only a 6-issue series, so it's kind of coming to its close. So.
Well, there's not going to be any more at all?
No, it's only issue 4 of 6, so I think it'll just be one volume.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, I'm excited about that.
And then Caitlin got us some gifts as well, so we basically just did little like Christmas goodie bags.
Yeah.
So Caitlin got Eleanor and myself. Hal Marcus got his coat back by Neil Gaiman. I've read Neverwhere, and this is like one of the characters in Neverwhere, and I really, really enjoyed Neverwhere, so this is super cute.
Yeah,
and
it
it's
made
like
more sense to you than it did to me, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it's like 50 pages, but it's like a small format, so it's just going to be a nice little quick read. And then this one, I saw you talk about a while ago, didn't I? And I really wanted to pick it up then. And this is Shaking Hands with Death by Terry Pratchett, and it's like a little essay
it's
about...
basically a transcript of a speech that you gave.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually the transcript of the speech.
Yeah.
And it's about Alzheimer's and how he views assisted death, because he was very...
Right, okay.
He was very for it if people had Alzheimer's or a sort of degenerative disease and things like that. So it's kind of talking about his experience and how he feels on the topic.
Nice and
he does
festive,
reference a few
Christmas
things.
time.
Yeah, he does reference a few Discworld things, but not many. So it's non-fiction as opposed to Discworld. Okay, so then Mercedes and I both picked up this one, which is a tiny little book. It's just called ovarium, which I guess relates to the egg shape.
Yeah.
And it basically is just a book about eggs. It's by Ali Oldfield, and it's illustrated, and there's just lots of eggs.
Yeah, it's just like a little collection, and I'm just a sucker for things like this. It's not like just a little collection, it's like
just eggs. And it just says a little bit of text underneath each of them about sort of what it is.
That's so cute, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like where they're found and stuff.
It just...
This sort of thing literally makes me want to cry. It's so cute.
It is too cute to resist. And look, there's a little thing on the back that's super cute as well. So, yeah, just picked this up in Gosh Comics because it was really, really small, really cute, and we couldn't resist, basically.
So there's all the eggs on the cover.
All you need is to give us some eggs.
Yeah.
Good.
I picked up this issue in Gosh Comics, and it's Lucifer by Black Garbett. Yeah, let's go with that. I've read quite a few like Lucifer books and like all about the devil and stuff. I'm in like reading a series by Wendy Alec, and she's like slowly bringing more out, and they're all like Lucifering. I just find it quite interesting, the different takes. So I thought I'd pick this one up, and it's got in the back, and it's like Lucifer's back and God is dead, and it was just really
sounds excellent.
Pretty. And they all have like funky wings and stuff, which I really like. And
cool. Like butterfly wings. And
it was just the different takes interest me, so I thought I'd see what this take was.
And then Caitlin also got myself and Eleanor. Is this issue 1 of Monstrous by Major Lou and Sana Takeda. And this is one that you spoke about and I really wanted to pick up. And this is quite a big like single issue, so that's cool. And it's got a really funky back cover as well, and the artwork's beautiful, and it just sounds amazing. And there's like a little, is it like a cat or a fox or something?
Little fox character.
That looks super cute.
Cutest
yeah,
character.
so I'm all down with that. So I'm very excited about this. So yeah, it's very
I think
good to
really
have a few
like that one.
comics. Yeah.
Okay, and then I picked up some single issues as well that I was hoping to find. The first of them was From Under Mountains, issue number 3, which is by Gibson, Leong and Churchland, and I've been reading this. It's very weird, it's very different to a lot of stuff out there. It is fantasy, but it's just a bit obscure. It's also a spin-off series from another one, so if you haven't read that, it doesn't make any sense. So a lot of people have been having issues with this series, but for me, I've read the other series, and it makes sense to me. It's a bit of a weird one. I think...
What's the other series?
8 House. It's a spin-off of the 8
yeah.
House series. So it's basically Churchland and Brandon Graham created a world, but it was only 2 issues that they did in that world, and then she decided she was going to break away and do this series, which is her world expanded with another team of people. I really like it. I think that the artwork is like average. It's not my favourite, but I love her art style, who does the front covers.
I thought that was the same inside.
No, so some of the pages are by her, like this one's by her, which is a map and stuff, and then other pages are by Leong, who I don't love as much, and Graham, so it's a bit weird, but I'm just sort of seeing how this goes. I think I'm going to buy them until it's like the end of a volume or an end of a story arc, and then if I still like it, I'll carry on. If I don't, I won't. So at the moment, I'm enjoying it though. And then the final one that I picked up is The Wicked and the Divine, issue number 17. This one has Gillen, Graham, McKelvey and Wilson. So Brandon Graham is the guest artist. I love the cover of this one. And yeah, it's really weird inside though. Like Brandon Graham's style is very weird. So yes, it's a bit different to most of the other Wicked and Divines. But I actually quite like his style. I just don't think it's going to work for this. So I'm intrigued to see how it goes. But this is the last guest artist, I think. And then we'll be going back to the original team. So yes, happy about that.
Yeah. Original team is probably my favourite.
Eleanor also gave us these lovely little jars with lots of sweeties in them and some bookmarks and nail varnish, and it also had a book token in, which we've both taken out because we want to use them.
Yeah, it was super sweet.
So that was super cute, and I'm going to keep the jar.
Yeah, the jars are nice. They're little Miss Sunshine magnetic bookmarks, aren't they?
Yes, Little Miss Sunshine,
which are cute.
So that's
and I love chocolate eclairs, that's good.
Yes.
And then we've got the little knickknacks we got each other. Well, I've already shown you a lot of the ones that you got me, because obviously the little books. So Caitlin also got some Lindor, which is always good because I love these. But also, it's a little like pufferfish toy.
Have you seen what his name is? It says it in the label.
Pout.
Pout.
So yeah, I don't have any soft toys, so this is I'm a little lonely soft toy. But yeah, he's pretty cute, so I want to take him home.
He basically just made me laugh when I found him, and I was like, I'm going to give this to
I
the
opened
babies.
it and cracked up. I was like, what the hell is this?
I wrote on the outside of the package, I was like, this better make you laugh, something. And she was like, what if it doesn't? I was like, it will.
Yeah.
Trust me.
It's just really weird. So yeah, I will let this have a little place on my bookshelf. It's on my high, so the cats can't get it because I think this will be something that they will like.
It's a
So
fish.
yeah.
Okay, and then I got a few bits and bobs from Mercedes as well. So I got some Colin the Caterpillars, which I've never tried, so I'm
so
quite
good.
excited to try them. And then I got a super cute little bookmark from the VNA. Do you actually find this at the
No.
VNA online?
Waterstones.
Cheeky. Cheeky,
Looks like
cheeky.
I've done loads of effort, but I haven't.
Best way.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I got some Lindor as well from Mercedes. So
Yeah.
one of those little snowflake.
Snowflakes.
Snowflake. Oh, and one of these little book openers that like holds your pages open whilst you read.
Yeah,
So we're going to try this out.
Yeah, we're intrigued as to whether it will happen.
Whether
Work
it'll
of yours,
work.
because you read such big books.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's going to be strong enough.
I will put it to the test and
Yeah.
I'll let you know how it goes
Yeah.
because I'm intrigued by this. So thank you very much. And then some tiny little like doggies, which are like actually
Like sticky tabs.
and you can put them in your books.
You don't
and
use.
and mark.
You've never used sticky tabs, have you?
I never use them. But
I use them a lot.
I think it's because I don't read a lot of books that have like a beautiful line
Yeah.
or something. But obviously I've got quite a lot of books from you recently, and I've also got a lot of books that are more classic in feel, so I
Yeah.
think they will have more sort of lyrical writing, so I probably will use these for that sort of thing.
Yeah, I use them
More
a
than
lot.
fantasy, because
Yeah.
fantasy's a bit, doesn't have a lot
It's
of
more
beautiful
plot,
writing.
isn't it? Rather than
Yeah. So that's cool. That's it.
Yes.
So that's everything. So thank you all for watching. Thank you, Eleanor, for our presents and Mercedes for my presents. And we had a great time in London, just wandering around,
Yeah, it was
just
really
having a
lovely.
really nice day. So I have done a vlog, so I'll link that below as well. And if you have anything to say about any of the books that we've shown you, then feel free to leave that in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. This is Mercedes.
Hi. Oh my god. I didn't know what to say anything. What if you just introduced me?
I was worried because I didn't know her.
You should have prepared us.
What do you want to say? Brandon Graham's style is very weird. Very
You
different.
opened it on maybe
A nudie page.
yeah.
Me and you gonna have a little